Hey guys, what's up, it's Phoenix here, and today I'm going to teach you how to build a monster spawner. So I have actually perfected this, and I will show you how it works. So basically, we have a long tower, and at the top of the tower we have a few platforms, and on these platforms mobs will spawn, simply because it's dark, which is one of the requirements that they need to spawn, until they are 24 blocks away from you. So if you think about it like a bubble around me, 24 blocks. So 24 blocks around me, you know, monsters will not spawn. They're not allowed to spawn. Some people have said that monsters do spawn closer, so I'm not 100% sure if the number is correct, but from the research I've done, 24 blocks is the amount that you need. And I goddamn hate these slimes. So I'm going to go in here, and as you can see, one just died, and his loot gets travelled down the flow of water into a little canal, and that canal then takes it from right to left, so it's going to take all that loot from there, and it basically travels it along, and it travels it to my pickup point, which is over there. Now the reason this is here is so the mobs, if some of them do not die, because some of them will actually land over here and actually survive, because it's basically the origin of the water. So they can actually not die from hitting that, but anywhere else, and they will basically take damage like so. So that's basically the mechanics. They'd fall from there. If they do not die from impact, then they get they get swiveled down here and burnt to death by the lava. And the lava is basically done with the sign mechanic. Because the sign is classed as a full block, even though it's just a flat sign, the rest of the block is transparent, so you can't see it, but it is still a full block. So that's why it's coming over the sign and actually, you know, coming to this line. So it is actually a full block, but you can still go through it because it's transparent, unlike this block, which isn't transparent. So yeah. Now, if I go up, I'll show you. There's a few mistakes with this build. Oh, as you can see, it's not equal, and so I've had to put a few blocks, holes in the side. And the reason you put half blocks in is because they have to jump over them. And as you can see, I think one just fell down. But as you can see, they try to jump over them and they knock each other off. And as you can see, I do have them going straight up, so they can fall all the way down from either of the platforms, and you can have as many platforms as you want. The maximum height you need is 3, because these mobs are they're actually too high, but when they stand on the half blocks you need 3 for them to actually you know, be able to move around. So this is, I've got 3 of them so far, so they're not too bad. Obviously these are more like 4 height, that's 3, that's fine, that one. But this one is massive, so a lot of wasted space there. But you know, this is just my first build of an official one, so everything works. Now it's time to refine it. So let me jump out of here and close that door. Now this is what it should look like inside. This is what it should look like. 7 by 7, half blocks in the middle like so, and a gap on the outside, so they have like maximum amount of chance to actually fall off and die. And it will be like that all the way up once you pass 24 blocks, because it takes 24 blocks for them to actually die. Any less than 24 blocks and they will not die from impact. And this is what the lava system should look like. I have no idea how these are getting in, well, they're gonna die soon. So what you need to do is you need to kick these in the face to get them out of there. Just go away. So this is a real problem on the new creative mode that they're doing. It's too many slimes. It's like, God. Anyways, so we put water there all the way along the bottom, filling up very nicely, so we have maximum flow, and all that will flow here. And because it's 7 blocks, water from the origin basically travels 7 blocks along, so it's got to the 7th block and it's going to stop. So what we need to do now is put in another block there, and that will travel it along here 7 blocks. But because it goes down, how many blocks is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because it's 7, it will basically flow this down, and it'll go over here where our basic looting system is, which is cool. So what we need to do now is basically add in some lava, like so. But the lava is a little bit weird, because as you can see, it doesn't travel up to the maximum distance that we need, so we have to adjust it a little bit. And by that I mean we need to basically put in an extra line of lava, and that will make it go 1 extra line across, which is what we have there. So when the mobs basically hit here and they don't die, they will automatically be thrown into this lava, die, and their loot will go over here, and that's where their loot will be. So let me get out of here, at least try. This is the bad thing about flowing water. But anyways, so let me go sleep because I hate it when it's dark. That's why I built this little shack. And sleep, and then we'll start building it officially. So let's get let's find somewhere to build it. I think over here would be, well, let's build it near this so we can basically look back if we need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a 7x7 hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to fill this in. And then I'm going to get these and fill them in like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same. Dig it out and fill it in. Dig it out, fill it in, and put these blocks in. So we're basically progressing as we are doing this instead of just digging out the hole, because we need this to be perfect. And for me, it's easier to do it this way, so I know how many blocks I've got than just needlessly trying to get 7 blocks, because it does get a little bit confusing later on. So there we go, we have our 7 blocks. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there we go. So we missed one here. Will you go away? Fucking hell. So there we go, we got 7 by 7 by 7. You can tell it's 7 by 7 because, you know, there's half blocks and then there's always 1 block at each side of a half block, and we've got, well, 9 half blocks. So that's pretty cool. Now what we need to do is we need to dig a little, I guess it would be a corner that would basically for the monsters to fall down. I seriously need to get a sword out because these are pissing me off really bad. Go away! Jesus, holy Christ! No. Why are they bugging me so much? Okay, so now we need to basically build this up like so. Just build something around it. And this is going to be the start. Asshole. So this is the start, and that's pretty good. No, you do not. No, you do not. No, you do not. Why are they like so attracted to my buildings? I mean, there's all them. Look at them all over there. Why? So all I'm doing now is just filling this in. So that is basically our bottom tower that we need to do, but we do need to replicate this bottom bit, which is easy because all we need to do is add on to it at one of these sides, which we will do, but just for the time being, to get this you know, started, we're just going to have it like this so we know the exact amount of blocks we need, and then we'll fix the bottom at the end. So this tutorial will be quite long, but let's get on with it. So how many blocks is that? That's 2 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to go 25 just to make sure. It's always better to make sure, to be honest, than not to make sure. And this would take quite a while in normal mode, but in creative mode you don't knock yourself out. So all we're going to do is just basically build these up all the way around like so, and I mean this will take a little bit of time, but you know, we'll give it a go. So if you guys kind of like this stuff where we're just building random stuff in creative mode, then let me know, because I kind of like it. It's fun to experiment and see what I can build. I mean, like, you know, there's loads of stuff you can do. I mean, this is just automatic. This is nothing to do with redstone and pistons and whatnot. So I mean, there's so much we could actually do, which is quite fun, I think. And we will... So the way I get down is I double tap spacebar to get out of fly mode, because I had changed the key bindings. I don't like to change them because I get confused. But sometimes I double tap space too often and I mess it up. So let me try a different method. See, I don't like to do the same method over and over. So I'm going to do it this way instead, which to me feels a little bit faster. But I mean, everyone has their own methods of building stuff. I don't like to do the same thing over and over because it just gets boring. and then just keep doing it, I suppose. No. So yeah, I wish they could make creative mode easier, that you can make lines of blocks just easy peasy. It would be a lot faster. But anyway, this is the boring part. I mean, I might speed it up, probably not though, because I am talking through it. Hopefully you guys won't get bored. There should be music, so that will hopefully keep you entertained. And I've missed one block, but that doesn't matter because I'll fill it in now. Okay, so let's basically do a different method again. And this method would be 2, 3, and we'll do it like this. 1, 2, 3. So I really like this monster spawner. I think it's, I won't say it's original because there has been other videos that I've seen that do a similar one to this, but they use like different killing methods and whatnot. So, but I mean, no idea is truly original. But still, I mean, I guess the design could be different. But I mean, when something works a certain way, you don't have too much leeway. Such as they cannot spawn on half blocks. Maybe I could change the half blocks for something like glass. But then, I mean, what would the point be? So yeah. But hopefully this will turn out really well. And this one's going to be a proper one. And by that I mean it's going to be designed properly and whatnot. Everything's going to be perfect because this is basically a tutorial for you guys to see how it's actually done. And hopefully you will enjoy it. And I would like some thumbs up if possible. Why? Well, they help me out tremendously. If people don't know, getting thumbs up and comments on your videos basically puts you higher in the algorithm of YouTube searches. So if I don't get any thumbs up or thumbs down even, you know, I won't show up at all, which is quite disheartening. But I mean, there's so many people on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that a lot of other people are feeling the exact same thing. It's like, well, why don't people see my videos? Why don't people like my videos? Like, a lot of my Skyrim videos, they've got over 4,000 views, which is freaking-tastic, but they've got like 9, well, I wouldn't say 9 comments, but they've got like 8 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. It's like, well, that's a little bit, I mean, 4,000 people have watched it, so realistically, shouldn't they be 4,000 thumbs up or thumbs down or whatever? But I guess people just I don't think they see the importance of doing it. But it's like, if you support someone, then, you know, do it, because it does help them out. That's why all the people like William Johnson, who gets like 20,000 thumbs up. But then again, it's same for him. You know, his videos get like 500,000 views and whatnot, but they still don't get 500,000 thumbs up. They get like a tiny bit of that, which is like 20,000, which is nothing. But I don't know. How did he get in there? Must have just spawned. Okay, so now we have this. It's 25 up, so we're going to do a layer like so, and this layer will basically include what we're going to do down the bottom. So I'm going to fill in this, keeping in mind to leave one at the end, which is there, and basically just fill up this down. Just fill it up. That's all we need to do. And it is getting dark again, which sucks. So I will go sleep, just simply because I don't want you guys to, you know, watch me go through the dark, because it is really annoying. So now that we've got that, we just want to delete that out, like so, and quickly find our lovely house all the way over here. Zombies crying. In here, close the door, sleep, snooze a little, back out, feel like Superman, and go. As you can see, the size difference is massive compared, but that's the size that you need just to get started. So now we need to pick up our half blocks, and we need to just one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, 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 and there. So that is it. That's it. Done. Shiga zoom, shiba zoom. I don't even know what I just said there. Please discard that from your memory banks. But yeah, I'm quite happy that it's looking really sexy at the minute. So all I need to do now is basically build this 3 high, stick another layer on, and then we'll leave it at that. But of course we can put as many on as we want. I'm only doing 2 because I don't want you guys to be sitting through this for about 4 hours while I do it. So, I mean, this video is going to be maybe 40 minutes long. So I apologise. But I like to do videos in like one long stretch, especially if it's something like this. I don't like to do like part 1, part 2, part 3, blah blah blah. It's like, why? I mean, if you're interested, then you just flick through it and watch the parts that you want. That's what I do anyway. So there we go. So from this block, it's 1, 2, 3. So from here we need a roof, which would be that. Like so. So we need 1 there. So it's actually, I say 4 high, but that's where the roof is going to be. So it's still 3. And do-do-doom, do-do-doom, do-do-do-do-do. Break that off, and then we can just fill this in. Like so. And oh, I love creative mode so much. It's so easy to build. Break them off, and basically that is it. So again, let's grab some half blocks and stick these bad boys in. And it does take time for the monsters to spawn, but as you can see, this is what we're going to end up with. So what I want to do now is just basically build up 3 and go around, because this is going to be the roof, because I'm going to cap it off now. And we will work on the bottom. So we are almost done. Thank you for your patience. So I'd love to see some video responses on this. I don't know why people don't do them, because it's really fun to interact with you guys. I mean, if you can't make videos, then that's fine. Leave a comment. But if you do make videos on Minecraft and whatnot, and you do build something like this, or another monster trap or whatever, then by all means, please send a video response in. And because it'd be really good to see what you guys build as well, and then we can do some cool stuff. Like if you play Minecraft, once I've done this dual com with Pandora, we can basically get on a server and start doing some cool stuff. So, you know, don't be scared. Not that you're scared. Maybe of me, but I'm nice, honestly. So we are going to finish this up and then obviously go down the bottom. And now that's lovely and dark. What's that? Yeah, that looks odd. So fill that in. That's looking pretty wow. See, monsters have already spawned down the bottom, which is cool, but not particularly what I wanted. So now you might be wondering what I'm doing now. Well, what I'm doing is I'm basically taking out the bottom half, and that is simply because I want to put glass in, and obviously I've got to get rid of some stuff. So there we go. And of course I want to get rid of this half blocks. So many zombies, go away. Do you know what? I've got a sword. Oh no, creepers blow up. Right, okay. Die. Okay, so we basically, it doesn't matter which direction you build this in. So what I need is, of course, to fill in this part here. So let me fill it in, because this we need to be filled in, and then we basically have a blank canvas that we can work on. So there we go, we've got that. Fill that in because it's odd. So what we need to do now is we need to count 7 blocks. So from here, let's fill it in with glass so we know where we're actually building. And this is going to be the back wall. And so from here we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is going to be the ditch where it falls in, and it's going to come out like so. And then we're going to basically count 7 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there we go. So we're going to dig this out, and it's going to be something like that, and that's all we need. So I'm going to fill this in with glass. Whoa, Enderman, calm down. And he didn't die. Not to worry though. You better not nick boxes in the face. Lick boxes. That's just sad. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna build to there. Actually, to there, and so that's where our water's gonna go. Now, our water's gonna go from there. It's gonna go down, and now what we need to do is we need to build a little ledge here. And in this ledge, it will basically be, so we need to count, let's do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill in this, like so. Now, what this is going to be is, this is where the lava's going to sit. And what we need to do now is basically brick up this side bit, like so. There we go. There we go. So I'll brick up that part as well, and I'll just take that out so I can get in, brick up that part. So there we go. So this is like the start of it. So we need to put signs here, and what the signs will do is it'll stop the water from going down as well, which is quite cool. Make sure you put it on the top block, like so. So what we need to do now is test it. So let's get some water, put some water in. Yeah, so the water does stop, which is good. So I'm going to turn off that water, because I want to sort the lava first, because the lava is like the most difficult, because we can't judge the distance. So let's fill this up with lava like so, on each block, jump back, and yeah, he died. Okay, so we still need one more block, which would come to there. There we go. I had to get the right positioning. There we go. So it goes over. That's perfect. That's what we need. Enderman, no. Oh, where are you going? Come back. Okay. So Endermen are actually spawning up top, which isn't a good thing, but we'll sort that out. So now we need to put in the water. So I'm going to put water at the bottom first. That's going to be the system that breaks it. Basically takes it over there. You can make that as long as you want, or as short. It's up to you. So I'm going to fill in this now with water. And there we go. So now we have that. It looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this out so I can get out and fill it back in like so. And it doesn't particularly matter how you fill up the back. I mean, it's your design, you know, do whatever. For me, I'm just going to make a nice little bulky thing on the back. I mean, you could even put this into the ground if you wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that up like so. And then I'm going to chop that out and put glass in. Like so. Just so it looks really freaking cool. And I'll put that up with black. And can I do the same here? There we go. I think that looks really cool because we can see like the mechanics working. So I'll do the same here. So as you can see, it is working, which is awesome. And on my other design, I put a door on. Now, of course, because of the way this is designed on this one, we can't really put a door in, because I think if I do that, yeah, it will come out. So what I can do is I can put a door there instead, and basically just put in some steps, like so. Just put some steps there and there, and I can walk up and I can stick a door in if I so choose, which I do choose, so I will do that. No, what? Why would I put a door in there? Why would you put a door in? Is it because it has to be on brick? If it does, that's just stupid. Yes, it's stupid. So obviously you don't want to jump in there, because you never get out. So the door is a stupid idea, simply because we won't be able to get out. But why would you actually need to go in? If you want to go in for maintenance, then by all means bash some out and go in and fix it. But because we don't, and they're surviving. So there we go. Now let's just double check that our system is similar. So as we can see, that's what I did wrong, yeah. We need to add in a block so they cannot jump above where they're supposed to. And that will make sense in a second. I'll put that there. And basically what we need is we need a block. But we can't because they're coming down. So that should have been further back. So that's probably our only mistake. That is just too far forward. It should have been underneath that. Which isn't too bad, but I'm pretty sure we can fix it. So let's just dig out this and put in some wood and just shut off the system. I'm burning alive. Right, so that should go very, very soon. It is dying. So there we go. So it's very dark. Let me get some torches. Okay, so now we know that that was our mistake, we can always adjust it. What are you doing, spider? Calm down. No need for all that drama. So we know that it comes to here. So the water has to come to here, regardless. So this is where our that's where our lava should meet. And let's turn off. No. Blocks. Right, so now we've done that, fill in that. Okay, so it actually starts from there, so let's fill in this. And I really like this because I like to correct the mistakes. And so we need to go back a little bit, which basically means we just need to adjust this, which is no big deal. So they fall from there, and it has to start from here, so the lava has to come to here. So we need to dig that out like so. That's going to be the infiltration system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And we need to bring this up like so, because that's going to be the second layer. So the water comes all the way over here, and basically what will happen is the lava will come to so, and so we need to adjust this. Basically that's all we need to do. And the way we do that is fill up that, come out here, round here, and just basically extend this a little bit. 3, I'll do it 3. 3 should be more than enough, simply because lava doesn't travel that much. And then basically brick this off like so. Get down. And I think that should be enough, to be honest. So let's have a look what we've got. We don't need them. We just need 1 block. And I will knock 1 block out so I can get out. It makes sense. And let's put in these sides, because these are crucial for actually doing this. Because if you don't put these, the lava will overflow and the water will overflow, and it'll just create freaking more blocks, which is dumb. So okay, put in the lava, and we will basically fill in the lava like so, and burn to death because we cannot get out. Oh. So there we go. So we need 1 more block, which is going to be quite long, simply because I'm moving slow. So let me basically boom, 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 fill up this lava like so. So we've got a second floor, and that is gonna, oh, poor zombie. So that's gonna go there, and all we need to do now is fill up that. Boom. Now we need to do the same thing for the water, but because this is longer than 7 blocks now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so it's 9. So let's fill in that one there, and that's perfectly gonna go. That's fine. But here we're gonna have to basically add in some more. So let's just fill up this with water like so. And you see it doesn't go all the way. So we actually need to do it like this, and hopefully that will pick it up to go over, and it does. So there we go. So we've just got 2 blocks, which means if they fall on this side, they're going to survive. But did that work? I'm pretty sure. See, that's not flowing, which is kind of bad, because they might just get stuck there. But I think they should. I think we're just going to have to wait for one to fall. Is one going to fall? Let's actually get rid of... Oh! Get rid of that. And get rid of that. So that should be okay. So let me get out of here. And basically I just need to fill up this now. I mean, I don't have to, but I will. Are you still holding a grudge? Jesus. So okay, now the reason we're running into this problem is because my other one was an odd number. It wasn't 7 by 7. It was 6 by 7. So that's why it worked. But I'm pretty sure they will not just stay there. They will jump around. And once they jump around, they will get caught in the floor. And they will basically have to go. So let's just fill in this bit here. And there we go. So let's just wait now and see what happens. I apologise if this is quite long, but I hope it won't be quite long. Zombies are dying. So just need to wait for one to fall, which is kind of awkward, me just waiting here, wasting your time. But, you know, you need to see the finished product working. There we go. So he didn't die, but he did get burnt to a freaking crisp. And died, and that's where his loot went. Right there. So regardless of him dying, it doesn't really matter, because he still will die because of the floor. As you can see, dying. I'm waiting for one to fall here, so I want to see what happens. But because they fall so close, they like automatically almost die from the lava, because they obviously falling from any sides of this. So pretty much what we have is a 7 by... Ooh, poor creeper. Yep, he survived. Let's see, will he go into the floor? He sure will. And now he's like, oh shit, shouldn't have done that. He's like, no, save me. Save my... Oh! He dies. Yeah. So that's quite cool actually, I really like that. Oh. So for the sake of this demonstration, let me just go up and see what we've got. Wow, we've got quite a lot of mobs. There goes a creeper. And you see, they're so close to falling off. It's unbelievable. Endermen are happy. They're like, what the hell's going on? But there goes another creeper. Oh, he actually did survive. But I mean, it's not too bad, because the more monsters I have, the more layers going up, the more monsters will generally fall anyways. But I think overall, it's really good. Can I push some of these off? Go, creeper. Be free. You zombie, be free. No, be free. Be free. Free. Yeah, I actually land on water there, which is quite weird. Creeper? Don't you want to go? Don't you want to go home? Back to the netherworld for you. Yep, you might survive for maybe a few seconds, but after that few seconds, you are done for. So what I want to do is, just to finish up, I want to actually just fill in this little part here. And I think Endermen will actually survive, because they can obviously teleport. Lucky gets. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I know it's been extremely long, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it fulfilled your questions, you know, to the tower, you know, the design of it and whatnot. I think it is pretty basic to understand, but if you are still confused, let me know and I'll answer your questions in the comments. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Like, favourite, subscribe, and add me on Facebook, please. So, see you guys.